metrics for the week, 3rd April to 9th April. And today, Yash won't be joining the call. Myself, Subbu, Lavnish, and Chandresh will be presenting the data. Starting with Subbu, Chandresh will, there'll be slight delay from Chandresh's side. We'll start with Subbu. Over to you, Subbu.
Sure. Are, are, are you presenting now? Or
Unable to see my screen?
I, I can, but not the PPT.
Okay. Able to see now?
Yeah, yeah.
No,
Good.
my bad.
All right, guys. So published. I was not present in the last week's call. So last week, um, you know, we had published two blogs, and the one, before that we published six blogs, and uh, our blog agency for 1 or 2 weeks they'll be focused on optimizing the existing content, and so we are working on a strategy for that, and also new blogs. We have some new keywords that we have added after research, and our blogs will be focused on that ahead of our mainnet. So there will be more Shardium related keywords that the agency will focus and blog about, and of course, the core team and community, can pitch in, how much ever possible. So yeah, that's so that'll be the plan for this quarter with respect to the blogs. Yeah, you can. So I think com- last 2 weeks we had a good jump in our blog page views. We were looking at around 20% increase. There is a slight decrease of around 7 to 8% compared to the last week. But otherwise, last 2 weeks has been pretty good with, as I said, 20% increase, which is a good number. You can go to the next screen. So these are the top geolocations. These are the um, these are the places from where people are coming in to read the blog. And then the homepage or the individual blog pages, the topics. So India, US, France. After I think December, they are back in the top 10. They were also back last week, so I think it's a good sign. So c- followed up by Nigeria, Germany, UK, Indonesia, Turkey, Poland, Vietnam. So yeah, Southeast Asia is also looking good actually from this. And the top performing blogs, as you see in the bottom right hand corner, the blog homepage 4,511. I haven't done any research specifically. I saw this pretty big jump, and just want to know why this is happening. Maybe I'll have more clarity in the coming days, and I'll keep you all posted next week. So that's a pretty good jump over there. Otherwise, it's the typical blocks, the top blocks that have been performing. They have continued to perform the last week. Yep, that's it.
So, hello everyone. Talking about the meetup updates. So, last week we conducted a total of three meetups. One was in India, in Indore, and the rest two were in the African continent. And the total number of attendees were 223. Yep, that's it.
Hi, everyone. So with respect to website metrics, as mentioned, like the trend were good in the last 2 weeks. A slight decline, around 10% decline in the overall traffic. Previous week it was around 1 lakh to like 2,000, and last week it was around 92,000. The trend is similar in organic search as well. So previous week it was around 21,000 traffic and last week 19,000. So overall, on an average, search is able to maintain a share of 20 percentage in the overall traffic. With respect to newsletter subscribers, last week we had around 244 subscription. So with that, till date, we have around 62,000 newsletter subscribers. Traffic, overall traffic share, as usual, direct traffic has the highest share with 42 percentage, followed by search at 20 percentage, social at 17 percentage, referral at 14 percentage. So this contribution from a daily type and the new entry is zeally.io. So these are the major sources. And in terms of top geos, the new entrant is Japan. And so the crypto environment is because of the last week update about Japan might be the reason. So we got a very good jump here overall because like in the last 2 months, Japan it is in the either ninth or tenth position, or even it was not even in the top 10 list. But this is a very good jump. So we have India followed by Japan, followed by Nigeria, Indonesia, and United States. And in terms of top pages, of course, as usual, it was led by the Shardeum faucet client page, followed by faucet Spring, then homepage shardium.org, followed by Liberty 20 faucet and docs how to run a validator. So these are the top five sources. Liberty 2.1 metrics, almost like so the usual growth. We have around 15 percentage growth across the metrics, 15 to 20 percentage is the average. So that's good. If you look at Sping's initial days, so transactions have grown at a rate of 80 percentage and accounts grown at a rate of 67 percentage. But in terms of the percentage numbers, for example, the previous week it was 1,78,000 transaction, and this week it was 3,21,000. But if you look at the absolute numbers, on an average, it's the same growth. The growth is consistent. Like previous week, the increase was 1,33,000, and this week increase was around 1,40,000, almost same. Same is the case with accounts. In terms of percentage, it is lesser when compared to the previous week, but in terms of absolute numbers, almost same, right? So last week, the previous week, we have 43,000 is the increase in number of accounts, and this week it was 43,000. It's almost same growth here. With respect to contracts, overall contracts we have 4,467. Previous week 3,617. Slight decline in number of contracts compared to previous week. Previous week it was 2,785. Is the increase the delta, and this week it was 84, 844. So this is the number. So Chandresh, done with the metrics. Should we cover later?
Yes, you'll have to I think refresh the Excel sheet. Oh, it's
Okay,
updated. Right?
just
Thank
give me some.
you for doing it at the end.
Yeah, yeah.
Great. So in the last 2 weeks, actually, since I think last week also I couldn't present. So we have had a good number of new followers on Shardium Twitter. So just going to the numbers, they were for the last to last week. It was April first week was around 9,000, and in the last 1 week it is over 5,000, 5,200. So a little bit of drops in the new followers. However, the numbers have been pretty great in the last 3 weeks. Before that, our average new followers on a weekly basis were between 3,000 to 4,000. So that has significantly increased in the last 3 weeks, where it has been 8,000, 9,000, and 5,000 respectively in terms of impressions. So again, slight improvement in the last 3 weeks. Before the last 3 weeks, it was around less than 300,000 impressions. However, after that, we have seen slight improvements from 330,000, 350,000 to the recent week. It has been around 450,000 new impressions. And so these are the numbers which are up there on the chart. Apart from that, even in terms of engagement, which are retweet, likes, and replies, it has gradually increased in the last 3 weeks. So from so they have also increased to three almost three times all these metrics, which are retweets, likes, and replies. Yeah, that's for Shardium Twitter. And for Build Web3 Twitter, so in the last we have not seen major improvement, so we have very slight improvement. So we in the last 3 weeks it was 52, 270, 17, and 85. So very minor improvement, because before that we had new followers below, like sometimes in one digit or 30, 40. So slight increase, which is 50 and 80. And in terms of impressions, again, this has been for the over the last 2 months very fluctuating, where after every 4 weeks we have seen a dip, but and then it will pick up again. So abhi in the current 3 weeks it is 30,000, around 60,000, and 45,000. So very fluctuating numbers. Still haven't been able to keep these numbers up on a week on week basis. Same goes for the engagement metrics also, which are retweet, likes, and replies, quite fluctuating on a week on week basis. So one of the metrics that is not there, which is LinkedIn. For us, LinkedIn, we have started tracking LinkedIn followers and page views. So in the last 1 month, the week on week growth has been around 30 new followers, except this the recent last week, which has been 60 new followers. In terms of page views, our page views have been around 600 and 700. However, in the recent last 1 week, we have seen a drop to around 350. So yeah, on 1 minute, I'll cover YouTube. So on YouTube, in the last few weeks, 3 to 4 weeks actually, there has been no change in terms of new subscribers. They have been in two digits, constantly going from around 4200 in between that. So the recent new subscribers have been 60, 58, 64, 72. So marginal growth, not a big impact at all. However, one of the good improvements have been is number of new views. So in the before the last 3 weeks, they were around less than 3,000 new views every week. And in the last 3 weeks, it has picked up to 3,200, 4,700 to, and now 4,500 new views. So minor improvements in new views. In terms of top five countries by views, Germany and Russia are there for the first time in the last week. They have in overall. So I think you can go to next slide. So in the overall 2023, even including January, Germany and Russia haven't been in the top five viewers, and they have been now they are at number four and number five for the April second week. That's about it.
Yeah, thanks, Chandresh. So moving on to-do activities. Chandresh, first or later?
That is updated. That I can cover.
Oh, you can go ahead then. Yeah, over to you.
Again, we can't see the screen, Ram, in case you're sharing that.
Able to see now?
Yes. No, I think I'm seeing something else. It's open graph Facebook. Got it now. Okay. Few tasks that have been completed in the last 1 week is a monthly check on the social platforms, and then a few tasks in our progress is still fixing selecting a content creator for YouTube. Then so tasks in progress, they are almost completed our goals for the second quarter. And yeah, goals for the second quarter. And I think creating shifting the super Shardian task to Notion. We should be able to take that live in the hopefully by the next Monday when we have this call. Few tasks that will be picked up in this week are updating the monthly metrics from community and social channels, and uploading of the recent to DAP library videos.
Hey all. Okay, with respect to the tasks I'm involved in, so for last week, um, first I'll just walk through the items related to content. So we sent the newsletter last week. Um, the first touch point of a newsletter, I've just marked it as complete. Ram, that is complete, right? Okay, no, no.
Yeah,
Okay,
come.
okay. So yeah, so that is done. And the other updates are the borderless program week 8 and 9 winners were announced last week, so congratulations to them. um, and looking forward to more submissions by all the content creators, all the bloggers. And yeah, I mean, there will be a new blog that will be published about our partner, Solus. It's a derivatives trading platform, so it is under review right now. So so that is something we are working on. And with respect to website, FAQ page is live, the web page finally, and developer page is live. um, so that page will be overseen by Sandeep and Marcus, our developer relations team members. So those two are live. And with to other pages, we have a couple more in pipeline. We will have a couple more pages like proof of community events, meetups that you all have been organizing and participating in. We should be having a separate page for that under community. So that is work. That is something we will soon start working on. And Likewise, we would be having a contributor profile page. I think I'll talk more about that next week when we will have more details. We have shared, as I said, the SEO keyword strategy for this quarter. So Ram is also working with me to kind of work with the agency and then get that started. So we will have more blogs content around those topics. Shardium partnership page is something that will be also deployed soon. So we look forward to that. Uh, yeah, I think then there are some tech SEO fixes, website fixes that I'm handling along with Ram. So small and medium sized fixes. So stay tuned to all the website, and then stay tuned to all the updates through the website also. I'll share the URL of the two pages that went live, so you all can go through that. So I'll just share that shortly. That's it from my end.
So talking about my update, so the tasks that we have completed is we have hosted the proof of community indoor, and we have worked on the proof of community page. So we'll soon be having a dedicated page for proof of community. And talking about the work in progress, so we are hosting a couple of proof of community meetups in the coming week. So I'll share the explore page URL where you can find out. So the cities that in which we are hosting the proof of community meetups is Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, Kolkata, Bangalore, and Pune. Apart from that, the tasks on my task list are like so the POC 100 campaign has been announced. So I haven't moved it to the done tasks yet. Apart from that, we have reached out to a couple of folks from the Super Shardian program to get them to the next steps. And up next is we have to work on the POAPs. So the POAP thing that will take another like some 25-30 days. That's because of the some tech bandwidth required. So like once it's done, we'll send the all the pending POAPs. So that's it.
Thanks, team. With respect to my task, last week coordinated two meetups in Nigeria. One is at Kaduna, another one is Lagos. We got a great response in Lagos. We got around 72 numbers, participants. And Kaduna, I'm yet to get the final numbers. I assume to be like around 35 or 35 should be the number, but I'm just waiting for the numbers from the organizer. So apart from it, content, yeah, Subbu has given you guys update. Uh, yes, the few more automation I was working on. So earlier, for example, blog subscribers were not getting confirmation emails earlier. There were certain things I missed out, so just fixed all those touch points. Then had a few partnership calls with Nigeria local team, and there's a Philippines partnership calls also introduced by Lavnish. So I'm in discussion with them, like so looking for more and more meetups at these regions. And apart from it, this week you have one more workshop plan, first workshop planned in Nigeria at Port Harcourt. So this is planned on 13th of April. So POC, as you are aware that we completed 100 proof of community events last month. So till that we were around 117 events till March actually. So to celebrate that, we have a contest, and that is published, and Chandresh Lavnish worked on the campaign. So we need genuine feedback from all our participants who participated in all the proof of community meetups uh, in the last 6 to 7 months. So we just need to understand your growth journey in this process. Does proof of community have really impacted you, have helped you in any forms? So feel free to share your stories in terms of pictures, videos, or blog. So feel free to share your uh, experiences, the impact that it has created for you. Uh, So we will be giving some 100 POAP, limited edition POAP for this particular winners through this contest. So stay tuned and uh, just we need more and more. We need to hear back from you guys. We have several reviews and feedbacks in terms of ratings, but we need some detailed impact that it has created in the last 6 to 7 months. So looking forward to it. And apart from it, usual SEO stuff on the pages, which Subbu has already covered. So that's all from my end. Thank you so much. So any other queries, team, you can just drop in the chat. Our team will address you.
So I think one of the questions I see Arav was asking about, what's the stake requirement in mainnet? Um, is lock-in period is there or no? Decentralized node policies. Okay, so staking requirements we will come to know in the upcoming months. So as we have said before, for average users it can be reasonable. Um, yeah, so reasonable in a way that it's not too low for bots to kind of impact our network, but at the same time we are conscious about decentralization. We are always so that's the lock-in period. As long as you are done with the cycle, you stake, go through a cycle, and then you unstake. Uh, you should be you should be free to leave, because that's what decentralization is all about, right? But again, wait for the official documentation on that, so you will know exactly how long is a cycle, how long should I be staking in, how long should I be part of the consensus, all those things. So wait for the documentation, which we will publish in the upcoming months as well. Yeah. I'm not sure about 1.1.8. Anyone has any idea?
Hi, everyone. Just to make a few things clear, this is majorly a marketing update call. So any queries with respect to marketing, that activities that we are doing, metrics that we are tracking, feel free to ask us and we'll be in a position to answer you. Certain other questions, the node stake requirement and the version release and everything, uh, we will have a limited information, and the right person to answer is our DevRel team or the tech team. So this will be addressed through our community manager, Yasha Chandresh, once the call is done. So you can drop your queries, but we will get an official answer from the team. Any other marketing related queries with respect to metrics or the activities that we are doing? Suggestion from your end, feel free to share in the chat. So hi Vinith, yes, POAP distribution, as mentioned by Lavnish. Uh, so we are migrating to the latest version until it gets stabilized. So you can expect another 30 days time. So you will get all the POAP only after 30 days. All right. Thanks everyone. Thanks for joining today's call. Meet you next week. Thank you.